Hello everyone! On Monday there was an NDA ETF tech preview of crafting. And here we have a pipeline leak about this. Audience evocati only, features and gameplay. Crafting fabricators have been added into your home inventories that will allow you to test the first implementation of item crafting. With this you will be able to craft a select amount of armors, FPS weapons, ship weapons, backpacks and more. Getting started with crafting. To begin crafting, bring your fabricator up the freight elevator at your home location's hangar. Locate the terminal on the fabricator and interact with it to open the crafting interface. From here you can view available blueprints, manage materials and queue up crafting jobs. Blueprints are recipes that define what can be crafted. When you select a blueprint, you will see required materials, quantities needed and relevant materials in your inventories for that item. Working with materials and inventory. Materials can be stored in your local inventory at your current location or by placing them on the cargo grid of the item fabricator itself. The crafting interface displays materials from both sources. Materials come in different quality levels and you can mix different qualities together to meet recipe requirements. I think it's nice that crafting works from your local inventory, so you don't have to move every single material to your fabricator. Adding materials, drag and drop materials from the material list into the recipe aspect. Clicking the X button next to each aspect to unassign those materials if you want to make different choices. Okay, I wonder how good the UI will be. Well, this is CIG, so I guess the UI won't be exactly stellar. Crafting and queuing items. Once you have selected a blueprint and assigned materials to it, choose where you want a finished item delivered using the Deliver To option, or decide later once the craft finishes. You can queue multiple crafting jobs that will process sequentially. Track your active projects and see estimated completion times directly in the interface in the queue screen accessible from the left-hand tab bar. Okay, that's very interesting. We can deliver finished items directly to a location, maybe a player. Dismantling items. Players can break down items to recover materials. Currently, this is only available for breaking down crafted items and not generic items obtained from jobs or looted items. Simply place the item in the interface and start the dismantling process. New resources currently not working on the refining side. This release of crafting comes with 2 new materials to find and use in many of the fabricator blueprints. This includes aslarit and quaritite and can be found on Hurston area as ship manables within the trash and acidic biomes. Disclaimer for this test. Today's test won't have aslarit and quaritite materials available, which is required on armors, so this part of crafting will be blocked. Currently, only crafted items can be deconstructed and not all items found in the PU. For the tech preview, refining speeds have been greatly increased to reduce downtime of waiting. Yeah, so you will have less time sinks for this tech preview, but later on live you will have a lot more time sinks. Item fabricator art is not final. For example, currently open close button location on the item fabricator is too close to the screen. UI layout is not final. Large part of this tech preview is to get feedback on this layout. Chris, your UI in general is just terrible. It's not made for ease of use, for user friendliness. It's just made for cool cinematic looks. Some visual feedback on actions within the UI may be missing. Crafted item balancing and UI art are not final. SFX and audio are not present and or placeholder. The chance of quality values for materials when farming are not final and have a balance adjustment specifically for the tech preview. Blueprint recipes are limited in tech preview to a selection of items with limited stats and limited variety of materials usage. For tech preview, material spawn locations have not changed. When the blueprint requires a unit rather than an SCU value, it needs a physical item. For example, blueprints that require aephorite need a physical gem, not a commodity crate. And we have this evocati crafting tech preview, where to turn off the build for now due to a blueprint issue. I don't have an ETA for a fix, but as soon as I have a date and a fix for a new preview, I will let you all know. I guess there wasn't much testing of crafting. CIG, why didn't you test this intern a bit before giving it to evocati? Overall, I love crafting in games. This is one of my favorite things to do in any game that has crafting. It's very nice to get your own equipment and you can get better quality. However, since this is CIG, this will be very grindy, very time consuming, you can bet. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye. Auf Wiedersehen. But look, it's pivoting around me. Like it has no mass of an empty paper bag. And now I'm kinda lifting it up. Yeah, I checked, Pisces has a mass of 43 tons, I can just do this. Wow, I'm Superman.
Not because our physics code is terrible, in fact, it's great.
Hey, you're still here. You might want to join me on Twitter or on Blue Sky.